good, bro?
What's the word, brother?
How you
How we
feeling,
feeling?
man? Man, I'm good, bro. I can't complain right now, man. This got a great episode. You know what I mean? Just recapping the 1v1 showcase, season three with Tunnel Talk. You know what I'm saying? Myself, Terez Van Pelt, and my brother Casey, man. We in the building.
Hey, turn that
Crazy
event.
event. I
That
ain't gonna lie.
event. That was one of the ones for sure.
No, definitely one of the ones. Like when I think about this event, and the impact that it can have on Minnesota basketball. I would say like it get players that's in the shadow a chance to shine. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like you're underrated or you're overlooked and you want to call out or challenge somebody in a different class or in your same class that's ranked above you just to prove like, hey, I'm really like that. This event give you a chance to do so, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I would say I like how you selected the matchups. You
Yeah,
kind of got guys that was hungry. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that wanted that matchup, and you got guys that are ranked pretty high. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna stand 10 toes, and go head to head. So yeah, I feel like man. It was a good one, bro. It was a good turnout, but it was a good outcome. Like, how some of the matches went.
I agree 10,000%, bro. Every match was competitive. Like these players, like you said, they was humble and hungry and had something to prove. I think that's like one of the competitive advantages when it comes to playing one-on-one. Like, do you got something to prove? You know what I mean? But like just to start it off, let's just talk about the atmosphere. Like, I don't think people really understand. We sold out.
Yeah.
We sold out. Like,
Nah, it was like, and we was talking about this too. You couldn't have did it at no other gym, in my
no,
opinion. Like, I feel like the aura, the court alone, that's a 2K court. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
that.
Like,
No, facts. Real life
you
2K.
you know, you know what gym you in when it's the
Fact
Ant Edwards on the wall, the Caitlin Clark.
for sure.
But
For sure. The
man,
color scheme
aside
is
from
crazy.
that, bro, like I walked in, it was already packed.
From
And that wasn't even
game one.
that wasn't even the, you know what I'm saying? By the time we got the game two, it was like it was overlit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
People don't really understand. Like usually with these events, for the most part, you kind of want to do an intimate crowd. So I would say usually sometimes at our gym, I'm aiming for 35 to 40. We had well over 120 people in there.
Nah,
Easily.
knocking.
Easily. You know what I mean? So I just want to shout out to everybody that's been supporting us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming to these events, supporting these players. Y'all
I
don't
would
realize how much of a part y'all play.
Yeah, facts. The love, like, it's definitely there. And like I would say this age group that you hosted, like that was just kind of like it was something special, you know what I'm saying? You had a lot of freshmen. You had a couple younger matchups, but it's like that middle school crowd, they're like the most involved in not only social media, but just like basketball. I feel like as far as they passion, like where they're at right now. So some people in high school, it's like you either still hooping or you not. But these guys, like, yeah, everybody they well engaged with the game at this age. So,
Yeah,
it was packed.
a lot of them guys is real hoopers. That's how I look at it. A lot of those guys is real hoopers.
Facts.
That 2029 class is special. So as the, 2030 and 2031. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just the evolution of Minnesota basketball, I feel. Like, even if we did, 2028 with the sophomores, I feel like it's special guys in that class too. Actually, that might be our next event. But we're gonna speak on that another time. That's season four on the way.
Yeah.
Hey, let's hop into it though. What you got? What you think is the most exciting matchup?
Most exciting.
Hold on, let me go through them real quick for like
Yeah,
our
yeah,
viewers and
definitely.
listeners that may not know. So match number one, we had Gio. Gio, he's a kid. He's a 10. He'll be attending Apple Valley High School. He's a guard and he played against Lamar, who attends Washburn. So that was match number one. Match number two, we had Jameer, who attends De La Salle. These guys all will be freshmen for the most part that we're talking about right now. And then we had King, who will be attending Hopkins. And then we had two younger guys, which is Dupree going into seventh grade, and Max, who's going into eighth grade. Max right now he's in the Apple Valley area. And then our last match was Makai. I believe Makai is attending Minnehaha Academy, and then we got Malik at Camden High School, which we probably know as Henry. You know what I mean? They changed the name. So
Hmm.
that was the four matches right there. So three matches was basically freshman, and then the other two matches was a seventh grader versus an eighth grader. So I'm gonna start with you though. What was the most exciting match for you?
They was all turned. They was all turned. I gotta go with
Facts.
the heavyweight. It was really, you put it at the right time. It was the main event, the last one. That was Malik and Makai.
Dang.
That
So
was the
like,
one. That was the one.
give me more. Like what you
Ruck,
liked about it.
Rucker Park. I'm talking about, you couldn't keep everybody off the floor. Like for real though. That was a heavyweight boxing event. You know what I'm saying? You
I
had
agree.
Holyfield and Tyson in a prime, but
I
you know,
agree.
yeah, they some young bulls. But yeah, yeah, you got the number one ranked guy, Malik Makai. You couldn't tell me he was an underdog the way he was playing.
Yeah.
Um,
Technically, he not an underdog. He ranked number three. So he
exactly.
not
That's
really an
and they
underdog
so
at
young
all.
where it's like,
They
ooh,
both top.
facts. Facts. So, man, I'm talking to people in the gym. I'm like, hey, yeah, who you got in this one? Malik, 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 Malik. So, you
Mm.
know, I don't know these kids too well, but I'm here for it. I seen Malik play a few times. You know, we traveling. TVP Elite, shout out. But yeah, it was um, it was a good one. I feel like Makai right now in his game, he a little bit more sharp in certain things, just
Mm.
fundamentally.
Hmm.
Malik, I believe, yeah, he's ranked number one for a reason. But as far as that game went, you know, it had its moments. You know what I'm saying? When my guy had that dunk, you know, Jim went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stopped. But I feel like with the outcome, you know, we allowed to talk about the results, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All
Go
right.
ahead.
So, you know, Makai, he was able to get that win. And
Yeah.
I like how these events is built for guys like him, you know, to prove why they number one. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? It obviously they young players right now, but everybody want that number one spot. And yeah, at that point, I feel like who's to say he doesn't deserve it? You know what I'm saying? He a very polished player, did his thing. He felt like he was the better player, in my opinion, like the way I watched him hoop. It was a good one. It was a good
Yeah.
one for sure.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, with that match, like you said, it was definitely a heavyweight match. Um, I still, can see um the overall skill set of Malik and how in a 5-on-5 game setting he can be used in different ways. Just with his ability to dribble, push the ball up the court, athleticism, his flair. But in that one-on-one setting, it's almost like you playing a different sport. You know what I mean? It's like the NBA
Thanks.
versus FIBA, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole different ball game. So I think Makai's strength was the difference maker in that match. He was able to take a bump. And I feel like Malik should have turned that game into more of a finesse game. He should have used more of his handle, stay facing up. He more so tried to go shoulder to chest. That was a Malik advantage.
Yeah.
So that was one of the matches I had in there as, the most exciting. But I'm gonna go with Max versus Dupree. And the reason why I go with them, I mean, like I say, those are two of Minnesota's shiftiest guards. When you talk about handle, guard play, flash, both of those guys possess those skills. And I just feel like from start to finish, their match was entertaining. From start to finish, it was never a dull moment in that match. Where if I was playing devil's advocate with Malik versus Makai, the first section of like the beginning of their match was kind of like you ain't really know how it was gonna go. It was like,
Yeah.
should this even be the main event? And then it started to get really competitive. But Max and Dupree from check ball, it was entertaining. Like you couldn't leave. You know you I'm using the bathroom. No, 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 no. stay and watch the entire time. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Max and Dupree on that one. I'm not gonna lie, like
now that's valid. That's
that
valid.
that was
They
crazy.
was I never seen Max play, man. That boy nice. That boy
Poise.
nice. He was
Poise.
getting to whatever he wanted.
He nice
He
with it.
could hoop. But Dupree definitely impressed me. I already was thinking about like his defense. He was playing like it was a college coaching it was like college coaches lined up, you know what I'm
So
saying?
so
Like
that kind of goes into our next question though. So like who you feel like what was a standout player? Like
standout player.
you had to pick one. Who was
Yeah,
a
I
standout
mean, I'll
player for you?
continue with Dupree. I'll give
Mm,
him his flowers. Like, he definitely played defense on a higher level than I expected for a guy
mm,
going in the seventh grade. Like,
mm.
for any of these young guys, if you want to play varsity or any high level, like if you can't play defense, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Like, how you
you
gonna
can't
touch the
guard your
floor?
position as a rap.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
So it's like
multiple positions. I agree.
exactly, exactly. So I mean, I see him being able to have that opportunity depending where he decides to go to for that reason right there. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
so
agree.
he was going against a not only somebody that's older than him, but somebody that's nice and
Yeah,
is
I
older than
mean,
him.
Max
Like this
probably
one,
ranked top five in his class as well, and probably top two point guard. I mean,
yeah,
honestly, like you went Dupree, I had him in my notes as well in regards to how he competed defensively. But just to switch it up a little bit, I went Max. And
okay,
the reason why I went Max is because I felt like he played against the best defender that night. He went
mm,
against the best
he
defender.
did,
You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's cool if you score, 30 on Cal Culver, but it's a whole different ball game if you score 30 on Kawhi Leonard. You know what I mean? I feel like Max went against a real pest. He went against Patrick Beverly that night. And he was able to maintain his poise and composure under pressure, where Max don't really have the view or look like he's a city guard. Like he out there in Apple Valley. He close to the gym with us. Um, you know, dad from Minneapolis, like that's an inner city kid. So to
yeah,
have Max going against him, he kind of remind me, I'm from Chicago, so he remind me of like those guards from like Peoria when they come down to Chicago and play. Like you got to be able to, you got to
you got
be
to
able to get
prove
in
that.
that fire
You got
and
to prove that.
you got to
We
showcase.
heard you was nice on paper though, but we trying to see you in real life.
Can you really do it? So I feel like Max was very poise. He showcased a lot of poise, and I feel like that's gonna translate in high school in high leverage moments when he got to be the person that's running the show. When teams is throwing traps at him, double teams and things like that, I feel like he's gonna be able to handle that pressure. I like his ball handling ability, his footwork in the lane,
Yeah.
finishing with both hands. He has some crazy high finishes with his left. And then I would say like my second guy as a standout was simply Gio. Like
Okay. That's a
he
good
kind
one.
of he kind of showed me from that game he's a 3 to 4 level scorer. So like just from watching that game, like that was my one knock against Max. Like I didn't really see any mid range, but with
Mhm.
Gio, if you watch that match, you see threes, mid range, going left, going right, post fades, step throughs, one legs. You see everything when you watch Gio. Um,
Yeah, now you couldn't stop him from scoring. He was
Strong, taller than I expected. He probably was the standout. I mean,
yeah,
if we being
we not
honest,
giving him
like
enough flowers. He honestly I
he
was
went
scared. I
crazy.
thought he was gonna go 30-0.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, for real.
the other player,
Had a hot start.
yeah,
Lamar,
yeah, remind me of our his opponent,
Lamar.
Lamar. Lamar though, I love the way he fought though. Highly talented player. Um, but yeah, yeah, back to your boy. I thought it was gonna get real ugly, no lie.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, Gio went
but
crazy.
but before we move on, I do my main standout. I was, we was on with Dupree, but my main standout was Jameer. Jameer for sure. For sure. I personally thought I'm looking at him warm up and just understanding a little bit about his background, ranking and whatnot. I'm like, okay, he probably like an advanced athlete for his age, you know what I'm saying? But when I started seeing him play, I'm like, okay, first step, check. Footwork, check. Mid-range, check.
strength,
Check.
dog mentality. So I got him on here as my most surprising player.
Okay.
Like Jameer,
Yeah, yeah. Now he surprised me for
bro, he
sure.
was way more athletic than I thought, like you said. And it's very hard to find players that play strong on both ends. That's like a maturity thing. So like you might see a player with the body, or you might see a player with the height, but they don't even rebound. You might
Yeah.
see a player that's strong, but they don't even post up or know how to drive strong and not get knocked off their spot. He
That's
played strong on both ends of the floor.
yeah. That's the new NBA anyways.
Bro, tough. You know what he kind of remind me of? So from a body standpoint, it's like I call him like Baby Butler. You know what I mean? Like Baby Butler, like he just got that strong body. Like I don't know if he's gonna be that tall, and if he's not, then it's like more like a Davian Mitchell. But just one of those stronger guards. Right now with his age group, he almost like a big guard. So I call him Baby Butler. You know what I mean?
Nah,
That's the
nah.
nickname he gonna
That's
get from
the
me
comparison though. I don't
for
really see
sure.
anybody else. I don't
And I
see
like his
nobody else.
confidence. And I
Yeah,
like his
yeah, yeah.
confidence too. Because like people don't know. And it's just me watching from afar. I feel like a lot of people automatically just respect King. He from Hopkins. He played with Minnesota D1, two prestige programs, whether it's AAU or high school. So I feel like he automatically just give people respect, deservingly so. And
Hmm.
people don't realize that Jameer had an injury, so he was out all last year. So he just getting his footing back. And they had him ranked like in the 30s. People was hitting me up. Hey, Reg, you got to get Jameer in there. I don't care where they rank him. He really a top five in his class. He showed that.
Nah,
Beating
nah.
King the ranked number four. And he controlled that match from tip. It was
That's what I'm
never a thought
saying. That's what
process.
I'm
Like
saying.
he was gonna win from jump.
He was the better player.
He proved it. He
He did.
showed
He
he
did.
showed it.
Yeah,
He showed he can win that match for sure,
for
and that
sure.
he should be recognized as top 10 in his class.
Yeah.
He is top 10 in his class for
Yeah,
sure.
and at the end of the day, we never gonna get too in the rankings, so it's
Nah,
definitely
for sure, nah.
nothing on any of these players. Like it doesn't matter where y'all rank, to be honest. Like and
I-
who the better player is.
but
Like,
that but not to cut you off, but that's what this event proves.
hmm
The ranking doesn't matter.
exactly.
Like
It don't
literally, that's
matter.
what it proves. It don't matter.
Yeah,
Um,
just
yeah,
compete, get better, compete. I mean, even if we touching on King, like his game is impressive too. I feel like he's got a
polished.
mature, yeah, very polished, like a mature, like now go get some varsity minutes. Coach gonna push him off the bench. He gonna be pushing him off the bench. Go get in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hopkins blowing out whoever. Um, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
He probably
With King, his height, his length, and his strength.
mm-hmm.
He's not a skinny kid at his age. You know what I mean? Like he got some size on him. He's strong. And then I like King form. Like
Yeah.
his ability to shoot the basketball. Um,
He gonna be a sniper.
yeah, and I feel like if he brush up on his handle and just continue to work on his finishing ability and maybe like understand his spots a little bit more, and that's for all these players because they're young. Be on the lookout for him. Be on the
For
lookout for him.
sure.
I like him. Man, I have Makai in there too as a just like a surprising player. Like people don't know, like, but I do basketball training and I worked with Makai before. Very, 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 very respectful and nice kid. But he do got a switch when it's time to compete that I didn't realize that he had. Kind of remind me of like a Tim Duncan. Like everybody know off the court, Tim Duncan got the Wrangler jeans. You know what I'm saying? The V-neck white tee. He, you know what I'm saying? He dressed like, he in a book club or something, right? But when it's time to compete, when you talk to Kenyon Martin, when you talk to Kevin Garnett, when you talk to who was their toughest opponent, Zach Randolph, they say Tim Duncan. Somebody that's not doing all that rah-rah. Mm-mm. When it's time to compete, it's time to compete. He blocking your shot. He's scoring on you. All that.
Can't do
You
nothing
can't
with
get in
him.
his head. So the one thing I seen with Makai right away, because a lot of these guys want to play varsity basketball, if not start JV and play like a dominant or prominent role. His toughness, both mentally and physically. He was tough in both areas. Sometimes you might have guys that's tough and they just verbally tough. Like if they competitor don't just back down to them, then it's like, I'm getting hit in the mouth now. He showed me that he's tough. It's whatever. I'm
Yeah,
I'm nice off the court, but on this court, I'm tough physically. I'm strong. I'm willing to elbow. I'm willing to get dirty. And I'm mentally tough. I'm with all that. What's up? For real, because I ain't look at Makai as no rah-rah kid, but people was telling
yeah,
me like,
yeah,
hey, they was like, he ain't no punk at all. And that's exactly what he showed me. Like, I'm like, oh man, I can see him getting varsity time. Like,
yeah. Nah, he a good. He
got that
not only
grit,
a
bro.
good player, but like he definitely turn it up a notch when it's time to hoop. So I seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Show.
I felt like
Show.
folks was scared of Malik. Hell no.
he came, he came on Debo time.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like you said, everybody thought Malik was winning that. The same way with the King and Jameer, everybody thought King was winning
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be honest here.
And that's why I love these events.
Facts.
You know? Uh
Facts.
not only a confidence booster for those players, but more importantly, hopefully this will help with the evaluation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? It's not like we didn't see this happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it, 1v1s and fives is different games, but uh I mean, man, the game is the game.
Fact. And I think the biggest thing, it brings back competitiveness, right? Because a lot of times this era get critiqued for buddy ball. Like everybody know each other through camps, AAU, and things of that nature. So it's no real rivalries because everybody, for the most part, is kind of cool. This bring back some of that competitiveness. So like season one, when Jaden played against Marcus Marshall. Now when you go into season, De La Salle versus North, it's like, oh, I gotta get there. Let's say if Minnehaha play against Camden, we already got a built-in rivalry. So it brings back in like, all right, AAU, when I see you, I'm going at you. Yeah, you might have beat me in ones, but now it's 5-on-5. I gave that boy 40. Like it brings that back.
I hit different when you see him.
And then another thing is just confidence. So now let's say like a Jameer, he already possessed and have that confidence coming from, his background and who he is. But if you go out there and beat somebody that's ranked 30 spots above you and you 30-15 them or you 32, it's like, okay, I'm him for real. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. So I,
Yeah,
I like that. I like that for sure.
hell yeah.
So, I mean, I guess this is a question too. Like, for people that want to participate in this event in the future, like what's the best strategies you feel to win? Because the one thing that I see a lot of people when they plan these at first, I feel like the last game you kind of get an advantage because you're able to see how the first 2 or 3 games go. So
Yeah.
you kind of already be warm and ready. But that first game, I'm gonna say is the toughest game
Nah, that's the toughest one.
because you don't know how this event really is. That's how I feel like Lamar, he kind of didn't know how this was gonna be. So like I would say, I mean, I guess it's 2 questions. So first, let's go like, what's the best strategy to win? Like
Best
after you're a
strategy, I would
participant.
say I would be playing like how Dupree was playing. Don't give them no space at all.
Mm,
You got to be in a t-shirt. Like
mm,
you
mm,
get a deflection, you get the ball back.
mm.
Test the ref. See exactly how you gonna call it. Cause too many guys is like playing back and they trying to wait and he about to blow. Like this is one on one, man. And this ain't your regular one on one. This is one on one where it's real trenchy.
It's
So
real, yeah.
you gotta test the referee. You gotta make sure you making a ball handler uncomfortable. Don't give him no room. So
Dang.
I feel like that's the strategy.
Man, bro, I literally had that in my notes, bro. I said defensive intensity and urgency from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive intensity and urgency from the jump. just because I believe that in those type of environments, sometimes players aren't ready for somebody to be in their face. Like, no, I'm on that. I'm right. I'm in your grill. So that would be one for me. The other thing I said too is like, if you got two things that you do, like if it's for me, depending on who you are, I would say just basically get to your spots early. So like for me, if I'm playing this event, I'm a mid-range jump shooter, right? So I want to be able to use my handle to my advantage, but I need a cushion. The more cushion I have, the more I can use my hang dribble and get to my mid-range. So I will start off jab, jab, shooting threes, getting you to
Mm-hmm.
respect my jumper. The more you respect my jumper, now I can jab, spin off of
Downhill.
you, get downhill, right? I feel like some players like they play a little bit too random. You still have to have some type of a game plan.
Yeah.
So like even if I'm king, let me try getting to the rim first. I'm downhill. I'm downhill. I'm downhill because I am a shooter. So now I'm basically I'm going with my second option first, and I'm making that look like my first option. So I'm gonna go to the
Like that.
basket right away. Now Jameer giving me a cushion. I'm actually a shooter. Space, space, and I seen that you know who did that I picked up on it? Antoine. After he played
Antoine.
the next chapter, he found out how to win in
Mm.
1v1s. He
Yeah.
started off jab, jab, three. Jab, jab, three.
Yup.
Um,
Cause he
and
gonna get downhill.
fat,
You ain't gonna
fat,
stop that, but you gotta loosen it up. It's like this is real life boxing.
fat.
You can't come out random like throwing haymakers or just you gotta know your opponent. You gotta know your game. You gotta put it together.
It's a
So
fact. All right, man. We got a couple more questions, man. Then it's gonna wrap it up. What's the best way you feel like a player can prepare for these events? Like, what's some game
there.
to get them just like how to prepare? So you already been selected. You know you finna play season 4. How can you prepare? I'll start off with this one just because I thought about it a while. Number one, you gotta play ones against competition. Um, that's similar to your opponent if you know who they're going to be, or just find the best comp there is to play one-on-one against. Just because I think the conditioning is a little bit different than what people think. Like you actually got to be in shape to get out there going to 30. It's tough and it's pressurized. And then another thing, I just think consequences for those actions. Like when you plan, I ain't gonna say you got to be playing for money, but you got to be playing for running. You got to be playing for push-ups. Like it got to be high stakes and some type of consequence for losing. Um, and just make sure, like, even if you find open gyms that's hostile, you know what I mean? I'm finding like where guys that want to really kill me and bust my ass, like I'm going there. I want to go compete against them just to get ready mentally for the trash talking. You know what I mean? They had guys literally chant overrated like at the event. Like you might not be prepared. Like I'm just going into this little one-on-one. Oh yeah, I'm finna go and play real quick. Boy, it's 200 people in here.
Hell yeah, this is not the backyard.
And every clip we post getting 50,000 views. You better
Mm-hmm.
be ready. Is you ready? Like, what are you talking about? No, 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 no. Are you ready or not?
Yeah. Nah, man,
Yeah,
that's
man.
crazy.
Crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
now you got me thinking about that. That's crazy. They was in there deep.
Overrated.
Nah,
Crazy.
really though. That's
Crazy.
crazy. But to kind of answer that question, man, I honestly feel like everything you said is on point. Like me, with the physicality in these games, I'm hitting up all my big bros. Where y'all be hooping at?
Mm,
Like,
that's a good one.
these guys are in they freshmen, they about to be freshmen. I want to play ones with the seniors.
Big time.
No
Yeah.
fouls.
Find that competition. No,
No fouls.
don't, number one, listen, don't think the referees is going to bail you out in these one-on-one events.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I
I
told
done
somebody, I
seen
looked
it.
at him, I was like, you're not gonna call that. Not gonna call that, bro.
The more
People,
you start complaining and bitching, you give up your competitive advantage. I don't
yeah,
care what it is. Oh, the ball too slippery. Once you
not
start acting like a prima donna, you're gonna lose.
if I see my opponent
Stay
act
poised.
like that,
I
he
got you.
catching bows. Nah,
I got you. Facts. Oh, man, for real.
nah, but definitely, it's just it's a physical game, man. You got to score against through that contact. So come prepared, man.
I
Get
agree,
the
bro.
weights.
Last thing, bro. We only got a couple more minutes. We ain't upgraded to the premium Zoom package yet. So they give us 40 minutes. So we got
Damn,
5 minutes left.
shit going
Um,
fast.
Facts. Last thing though is like areas where players can improve. You know what I mean? And we don't got to go through every single player, but just some thoughts I know that I had in regards to where players can improve. For Dupree, I'm gonna more so say be able to control your emotions. Being a point guard, honestly, one of your responsibilities is being the most emotionally intelligent on the floor. Understand your teammates' temperament and how you can push and get the best out of them, and understanding yourself. You know what I mean? Because you wanna be like calm, cool, and collected in order to make good decisions. So I was just listening to Patrick Beverly. He was talking about like getting wisdom and game from Kawhi Leonard. And he was like, Pat, he's like, man, slow is pro. And he was like, pro is slow. He like usually people make mistakes when they go too fast. And I felt like if he would have
That's
been able to
cold. That's a
control his
bar.
emotions, I feel like he would have had a different outlook on the game and would have been able to just simply play better. So that's one thing that I got for him. Do you got anybody in mind? It could be some quick. It don't got to be overdrawn out, but just some
Yeah.
because
I
they are
mean,
younger.
yeah. That's a good one though. Like composure is everything, especially you running point guard.
Yeah.
Um, I would say I can imagine Malik game getting a lot more polished throughout the years. By the time he a
Hmm.
junior, make the game easy for you. You know what I'm saying? It's already you physically the most overpowering player most times when you step on the court, but make the game easy. Like you don't have to change your game, just find ways to make what you do easy.
Hmm.
The jumper is gonna get more consistent. You're gonna start finding your spots in the mid range. But he's a great player, man. I already, like I said, I see why he's number one. Like it's you could just look on the court and college coach walk on and they're gonna see why. But
Yeah, he got that ability.
um yeah,
Yeah.
guy like that, junior year, sophomore, maybe senior year, he gonna look real polished.
Yeah, I would say for Malik is more so just like tightening up his handle and being able to play facing up, and then working on his jumper. But like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
gave him like a player comp to like Terrence Jones that played at Kentucky. I feel like if he
Mm-hmm.
just polish his handle up, be able to shoot on occasion, and then like when he do drive in there, turn into that Barkley. Now he can spin off you, and that's footwork, right?
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine.
Now
Um,
Terrence Jones a cold comparison.
that'll be a good one for him.
Julius.
Or something like that too. Yeah, or Jay
Mm-hmm.
Randall for sure.
Get in that lefty bag.
Yeah. Well, I got Jameer on here, and it's real simple for Jameer. Jumper.
Mm-hmm.
Just really work on your jumper. Be able to shoot the basketball consistently from three and mid range and knock them down.
Now it's
Keep polishing
over
up
with.
that
If
form.
if that's consistent, it's curtains.
And two, just like your jab footwork. Because he also can end up being like a little bit, bro, like a Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
See, the only thing about Drew, people don't realize
Go ahead. I
he
already
was so
know.
special in high school at scoring, bro.
50s, 40s.
Yeah, bro, he came to Minnesota. He
In
went
his
against
sleep.
Osceola. Or he went
Yeah.
against Osceola or
That was
Duracell.
who did he play with? He played with Kevin Love, right?
No. Kevin Love from
No,
Oakland.
no, no, no. They played in the same showcase
Yeah, in
at the
Minnesota.
Target Center. Yeah, my bad.
Bro, he had like 50, bro. He had
Yeah.
like 50. So, but like just, his body and the way he able to move his feet and being a dual threat offensively and defensively, I think that'd be good. But his shot for sure. And then Max, I would say I want to just see him use the mid range. I'm not saying he don't have one, but I want to see him use the mid range and get to floaters. At his height, when you're going 5-on-5, you're not always going to be able to get to the rim. And even if you do at your age level, it might not necessarily translate when you're going against taller competition.
Yeah.
Mid range and float game, man.
Tell that ass pull up to the gym, man.
Hey, man, we gonna make it work, bro. But other than that, man, you got any last minute thoughts or that you want to say
Mm,
before we get up out of here?
nah, man, it was a good event. Shit, I'm looking forward to the next one sooner than later. Shit, you let me know, bro.
Yeah,
It
man.
was a movie.
Season 4 gonna be crazy. I got a couple ideas in mind. Definitely want to do something where we invite the winners back and then see who can knock them off the throne. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for me, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and be on the look for those matches. Match 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch them all, man.
YouTube going
Look,
crazy.
appreciate you, brother.
Hell yeah.